Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Have you gone insane after reading the title? So, calm down. You will not be a vampire after seeing this video, unlike Edward Cullen from Twilight, who can read people's minds. But we all secretly long for this hegemonic power. Is that correct? The focus of the video is on how to gain this mystical ability. It's all about sensing what's going on in their heads. The clues are always there. You just have to dig harder to find them. In this video, we're gonna talk about some psychological to read anyone's mind instantly. So, without further ado, let's get started with the video. Jokes aside, reading someone is not something that someone is capable of. To be more specific, I would say that after watching the video, you can instantaneously read someone. This is how easy it is. Most people are not difficult to read if you pay attention to the correct signals and learn the meanings behind these frequent signals. So let's get into the specifics. Tip number 1. His or her appearance. Taking note of someone's looks is the first step in reading their psychology. Some academics claim that someone's formal attire actually indicates how ambitious they are. However, casual attire such as trousers and a t-shirt, conveys that the wearer does not enjoy stepping outside of their comfort zone. Additionally, look for identity claims. People desire to display their identity claims along with their outward attractiveness. Most frequently, it consists of a pedants of all kinds. T-shirts with slogans and mobile phone back covers with quotations. Moreover, the key items are the accessories. Pendants with religious symbols like the cross or the Buddha imply their moral and spiritual ties to the god. Tip number 2. The movements. More than their words, people communicate through their actions. You can assess what's going on in their heads by observing their gestures. A.V. Ponporis, a Secret Service agent, will be quoted. She claims that if someone's hands are outstretched, he or she is slightly bent and he or she is facing the speaker, it indicates that they are at ease conversing with that individual and that they have a great correlation with him. But you observe them angling their heads away, that usually suggests they don't want to talk. You should also pay attention to the crossing of arms or legs. This indicates that the person is combative, resentful, or trying to protect himself. Someone may be feeling pressured or in an uncomfortable circumstance if you notice them gnawing their lips or plucking at their nails. Furthermore, it indicates that people feel uneasy or dislike the situation if they place their hands on their knees or in their pockets. They might be keeping something a secret too. Tip number 3. Facial expressions. Your emotions are etched on your face. What are you thinking? What are you feeling? It's all on your face. Let's discuss some of the possibilities one by one, pointed out by the psychological experts. Someone who is irate, bitter, or disrespectful will undoubtedly have lips puckered. A person's tightened jaws or teeth clenching indicates that they are under a lot of stress. A person's positive comment is followed by a rewarding smile. A reward smile comprises a person's forehead being elevated, lips being pulled directly skyward, and dimples on the side of the face. Affiliative smiles go hand in hand with someone's facial expression if you want to know if they are sending you friendship signals or an indicator of like. An affiliative smile includes a tightening of the lips and side mouth dimples. Tip number 4. Eyes don't lie. Someone correctly stated that eyes do not lie, their faces can. An intriguing fact is that your smile and eyes have a significant psychological and biological link. When you grin, your skin will be furrowed from the crow's feet. This strategy will assist you in determining whether or not a person is smiling. Simply take a close and thorough look at their face when they are smiling. If you see crow's feet on the corner, it's an honest smile. If not, a person is concealing his or her sentiments and emotions. Tip number 5. How to check if they're lying. Here, eyes are the actual game changer. It has been demonstrated scientifically that someone who is telling the truth can maintain a healthy eye contact until there comes a point when they start lying. However, if a knowledgeable person's eyes are still, they are completely immobile, and they are not blinking, they are likely lying. Tip number 6. Ignore ordinary things by creating a baseline. Different people around the world have various altitudes. As an example, if someone is coughing, scratching their heads, staring at their phones, looking at the clocks, frowning their feet, or caressing their neck, these kinds of gestures are meaningless. These activities are performed organically by the person according to the study of a person's behaviors. As a result, you do not need to be extra vigilant in your observation every time you notice someone doing this. These activities just demonstrate their mannerism or inherent instincts. Creating a psychological foundation will assist you in judging the behaviors of others. Tip number 7. The loop behavior. If you doubt any person behaving oddly in the room, you have to do one thing. Start observing that the person is doing this odd thing repeatedly with another person. If yes, then surely this looping behavior of a person will help you in identifying what he is up to. Tip number 8. Action words. Using words, one can enter another person's head. Your emotions are reflected in your speech. The majority of the FBI agents record offenders' phone calls before looking for action words. The reason for this is that action words provide some excellent hints that can help you determine a person's personality. Let's use an example to better comprehend it. If someone says, "I choose to accompany him," here, the verb of action is chosen. The following is what this action word implies. They don't act impulsively. He or she considered several viewpoints. He or she has diverse perspectives. Tip number 9. Let someone's energy wash over you. Whenever you begin to pay attention to someone, remove all other thoughts from your mind. Don't pass judgment on anyone. If this is your instinct, try not to reveal that you are judging him or her based on particular actions. Allow their energy to pour over you while remaining calm and cool. You must recognize that this insight is about them, not about you. As soon as you begin observing them, try to establish a strong bond with them. As soon as you begin connecting with him or her, open the box of your energy. Stay in the current moment. Don't become disoriented. Keep an eye on what's going on around you. If you are an FBI agent and watching this video, then I suggest trying to do yoga daily. Tip number 10. The 10 seconds thing. This 10-second method will greatly assist you in interacting with the individual. Start staring at one's face once you have started a conversation with them. For less than or equal to 10 seconds, look directly into their eyes. Try not to look at them in the eyes for more than 10 seconds, since it will cause discomfort for them and you will not be able to evaluate them. Once you have done this, you will be able to connect with their emotions and minds. This 10-second thing serves as a web link. Tip number 11. Listen. It's possible that you are observing folks speak, but not really paying attention, or that you are listening, but not attentively sufficient. The fundamental cornerstone of the interaction in any kind of the engagement is hearing, and mind reading is no exception. It's important to develop this basic life practice, since hearing to comprehend someone differs greatly from hearing to respond to them. See what happens if you try to pay attention more in a discussion. Tip number 12. Problem questions. One of the best methods to discover more about an individual is to confront them with questions, but not all queries lead to insightful information about their character or potential level of reliability. To determine someone's pure intentions, many industry professionals use two distinct forms of intrusive questions. The first question creates a foundation for this person's body expressions and speech tones. The first question is straightforward and uncomplicated. Keep a close check on their stance. their hand motions, their vacant stare while they respond to these questions. Why? Because their conduct can suddenly change in response to the second inquiry. The follow-up question is a tough or unexpected one. This one needs to be intimate or startling, a question meant to throw them off guard and make them step beyond their bubble. Their body language generally changes in response to sudden unpleasantness, so observe their responses. Keep an eye out for any sudden indications of the anxiety, dissatisfaction, or even exhilaration. You may tell a lot about one's objectives or feelings by observing how their body language changes. Tip number 13. Separate your personal opinions. Impartiality is essential for each indication on this checklist. You must put aside your biases if you want to accurately predict one's conduct. For instance, you might be familiar with a nasty individual who is prone to hair twirling. Naturally, hair twisting makes you think of falsehoods or deception, but this indication can signify a lot of the other things, both positive and harmful. Differentiate your preconceived notion as frequently as you can in order to study somebody correctly. You will only make mistakes due to your inability to be objective. Tip number 14. The feel of handshake or hug. With body interaction, we transfer emotions and feelings similar to how an electrical current does. Do a greeting or touch feel welcoming, secure, or warm to you? Or is it repulsive and you wish to distance yourself? Are people's hands cold, indicating worry? Or is it flaccid, implying reticence and timidity? After knowing the following answers, you can easily evaluate what's going on inside the person's mind. Moreover, look for the tone. Ask yourself, is the tone soothing, abrasive, snippy, or whiny? Once you have found an answer to this question, this will help you further dealings to read that person. Thus, in order to conclude this debate, I would like to quote Sarah Orne-Jewett, a well-known American author. Tact is, after all, a form of mind reading, she claims. Additionally, applying tact is not difficult. It all comes down to analyzing and watching. Additionally, practice daily relaxing techniques like yoga if you want to become an expert in this field. The practice also helps you become a greater critical thinker. If you like the video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Also share your thoughts in the comments too. Share the video with friends and subscribe to my channel and never miss hitting the bell icon.